Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in the pastime of Ajamil, I was just looking today, there was a very nice purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is from 6th canto, chapter number 2, verse number 18. The translation says, "As a fire burns dry grass to ashes, so the holy name of the Lord, whether chanted knowingly or unknowingly, burns to ashes without fail all the reactions of one's sinful activities." I'll just repeat again. As a fire burns dry grass to ashes, so the holy name of the Lord, whether chanted knowingly or unknowingly, burns to ashes without fail all the reactions of one's sinful activities. Purport by Srila Prabhupada: fire will act regardless of whether handed by an innocent child or by someone well aware of its power. For example, if a field of straw or dry grass is set afire either by an elderly man who knows the power of fire or by a child who does not, the grass will be burned to ashes. Similarly, one may or may not know the power of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, but if one chants the holy name, he will become free from all sinful reactions. So, once in a class, Srila Prabhupada was mentioning that how a human life is like a flying kite. So, he was giving this class in US, United States, and obviously many people didn't know about kites. So, he started explaining a little bit, and then about the kites, basically it's played during Sankranti time. And then he said that just flying the kite is not enough. One has to also learn how to wind up that kite once the flying is done. So Srila Prabhupada was saying that similarly the human form of life, there will be a time when we will have to wind up our life. So we need to know how to wind up our life. And this, I was remembering this pastime because of the story of Ajamil. Ajamil was not aware, and that's what it's mentioned here. He was not aware the potency of the holy name. He was a Pakka Brahmana, but he got misdirected. Similarly, while flying kite also, sometimes it might happen that there are bushes, branches, which might cut the kite. So, Srila Prabhupada was mentioning that we need to be extremely careful in our life, that whether our direction is going properly so that we are able to wind up. Otherwise, there's a movie, Kati Patang. It will be a cut kite, and you will just be dangling somewhere on the branch. That is the power of holy name, if you are just sticking to it. And here it's mentioned, even if it is said by an innocent child, in fact, even if it is not pronounced properly, there are a lot of places where pronunciation is not proper. But if the intention is proper, still, like Hale Lama, a lot of people might be chanting like that in the sense of because of the pronunciation, accent. But even if the intention is correct, if the pronunciation is not correct, Krishna is saying that I still take it. But mantras, we see in Srimad Bhagavatam, the pastime of Vitrasur. If mantras are not chanted properly, then it can have adverse effect. But in case of holy names of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, if the intention is also proper, Krishna accepts it. We see in the story of Ajamil also. There is a story where once my friend was saying this when I was working in the previous company in Yahoo. So earlier we had phones where if you want to call someone for an interview or something, you have to, Zoom and all was not there. We're talking about at least 10 years back. So if you want to call someone, you don't use Zoom or WebEx or something. You directly call that person. So this guy was trying to interview someone from India. So he was saying that I dialed 91, and then in India, if you want to dial from USA to India, you have to put 91 at the start, and then you put rest of the number. So he dialed 91, and he didn't realize what this number was. He dialed 1 after that. And then he realized that he dialed the wrong number, so he cancelled it. So it was 91, and then next number he dialed was 1. But as soon as he realized, he disconnected it. Within 5 minutes, because this was like a office number, there was no way for the number went to police. And there was no way to police to maybe reach out back. Within 5 minutes, there was one police car. And then they were wondering who actually called them. So, same thing in a Jamil pastime, right? Just he spoke Narayana indirectly. There was no intention. But still the Vishnudatas came running. And then when they found out that this guy, and he said, sorry, mistake. My mistake. It happened. So that is, if in material world, this can happen. If you call, and then police comes, then what to call of Vishnudutas and Narayan? Just indirectly also, if we approach Krishna, there is also one verse in Srimad Bhagavatam in the same section where it says, Hasanti, even if someone is making a mockery, trying to make a mockery of that, still there is some sukruti made by that person. So that is the power of holy name. If anyone wants to add anything or something, whatever we heard, one point. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for mentioning the analogy of flying a kite. I feel it is very appropriate. We have to not only fly, in our life, but also we need to know how to wind up the kite. Otherwise, it can be caught up in the bushes. So we will be caught up in the cycle of birth and death.
Yeah.
So I really like that analogy. Then, in order to know how to wind up, we should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra attentively.
Yeah.
And then we'll receive all the necessary guidance, how to wind up, how to wind up the life.
Yeah, Krishna actually in the heart, he will reveal if we are also misguided so many times. Krishna just says, this is not good from the heart, in terms of Paramatma. So that is the potency of Hare Krishna. It will keep us, it's like a GPS. It will keep us from distractions, keep us away from the distractions. So, thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, that is the power of holy name. And the simple thing, what we can start off with is having the gratitude. Everything, we are earning so much, but still it cannot match to what we are getting actually for free. Oxygen. There are times when even oxygen you have to pay for it. That's how Kali Yuga is progressing. First, food starting getting sold. Earlier, food was for free, just you get from any market, from your farms. Then from food, now the situation is so bad that water is getting sold. You have to buy water. And now slowly there are places where oxygen is also getting sold. So just simple gratitude also can take us a long way while chanting. We can just be thankful to things that we can be thankful to things that we take it for granted. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Prabhu. Accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for facilitating this session. I like the verse about how it takes away our sinful reactions. So one thing it does practically is, personally at least, it relieves the samskaras that were negative in the mind actually. And nowadays we know there's so much anxiety. They have a lot of mental disorders in general, meaning we as human beings, and to the point where they commit suicide and so forth. So that's one practical benefit of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Yeah. In the psychology or neuroscience, they call it the thinking feeling loop. And it's a negative one. It's because we think a certain way, produces a feeling, an emotion, and then they go, it's a cyclical thing. And if one doesn't have the technique, Hare Krishna mantra, in which to break it, then it continues. And it just haunts people. So I was reflecting on that point, how whether knowingly or unknowingly, this is the medicine. If someone takes to it, then very easily they'll start to see practically the progress. His Grace Radhesham gave one simple method. He was preaching to a new group, he said, you chant 2 rounds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes total. You read 5 minutes of Bhagavad Gita. 15 minutes God has given you. He says you take that. And so that's a very simple instruction that anyone can take on. And I'm struggling to chant rounds. I'm struggling to read. We'll do 2 rounds, read 5 minutes, 15-minute austerity for however long. And then we start to experience those tangible benefits. So I was thinking about the sinful reactions, and then I really liked the example about the kite. Yeah, it's a sensitive thing. The kite can go here and there so many ways, but it's up to the control of the person. So yeah, thank you for that. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
When Prabhu was mentioning feeling and willing, I was remembering when you go to Christmas in the park, you see a big, I don't know what it is called. It goes round and round, where you sit in the, Ferris wheel, yeah, something. So imagine that you sat in it and it started, but it is not stopping now. Imagine, it is so scary for parents to see that. So that cycle of birth and death. You have jumped in and now you're stuck. And other thing he was talking about samskar. Vaishya Prabhu says, some scars means there is some scar. It will remain. It will remain forever. So whatever we are doing in terms of chanting, reading, it will be samskar. Neha Brikramanaashvasti Pratyavayano Vidate Swalpam Pasadharmasya Strayata Mahato Vihat. So little bit, whatever if we do, it will have lasting effect. So with that we can try to be grateful to Krishna and can see how we can perfect our lives by simple method, chanting. Thank you. We'll stand, chant. So you want beads, maybe? So we can give you. So we just chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra on these beads. That's one round, and then we go again like this. What's your name, Prabhu? Surya. Yeah, very nice. Oh, okay. So the schedule is 6:15 to 7:30. We have chanting of the holy names, which is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we will have Srimad Bhagavatam. And then after that, it will be Prasadam, sanctified food. Yeah. Today's topic is rarity of the human life. So, in line with what we had. Rarity of human life. So we'll discuss on that.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Sit
Hare Krishna.
properly.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Ram
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 Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Sit properly. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna. So we will soon, the altar will open where we will get the darshan of Radha Madan Mohan, Sriman Mahaprabhu and Narsimhadev. Before that, this is one of my favorite verse. It's from same section of Ajamil, pastime. And almost every class I quote this verse. This is 6-2 and 49th verse, last verse of that chapter, 6th canto, 2nd chapter, where it says, Mriyamano Hare Namo, Grinan Putro Pacharitam, Ajamilo Apyagadhama, Kim Uta Shraddhaya Grinan. That Ajamil, Mriyamano Hare Nama, he indirectly chanted the name of Narayan, Mriyamano Hare Nama, Grinan Putro Pacharitam. But he was actually chanting the name of his son, Ajamilo Apyagadhama. Still, Ajamil got the highest award. Apyagadhama, he got the highest award. So where is the doubt that this holy name will not work? And in purport, Sri Prabhupada writes, at the time of death, one is certainly bewildered because his bodily functions are in disorder. At that time, even one who throughout his life has practiced chanting the holy name of the Lord may not be able to chant the Hare Krishna mantra very distinctly. Nevertheless, such a person receives all the benefits of chanting the holy name. While the body is fit, therefore, why should we not chant the holy name of the Lord loudly and distinctly? If one does so, it is quite possible that even at the time of death, he will be properly able to chant the holy name of the Lord with love and faith. In conclusion, one who chants the holy name of the Lord constantly is guaranteed to return home back to Godhead without a doubt. Sri Prabhupada used to say, I tell my students to chant, 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 and they say can't, can't, can't. So, we all are very busy upgrading our phone apps, but it is also important to upgrade our life. And how we can upgrade our life is through chanting of the holy names. So, it is still 7:30, right, Prabhu? Kautukan Prabhu? No? Perfect. So, we will take darshan, and then after that, at 8 o'clock, we will have Srimad Bhagavatam class. Hare Krishna.